We have been blessed with Eeveelutions since the start of Pokemon's creation. When Eevee was first introduced in Generation 1, it had a total of 3 different evolutions, making it very unique and stand out from the rest of the Pokemon. However, as time has passed by and more generations have been released, we have been given more evolutions of Eevee, making us more excited for each one that is introduced. However though, which is the strongest Eeveelution out of every single one that has been released? Well, in today's video, we're going to be going over that exact question. Who is the strongest Eeveelution in all of Pokemon? Of course, this is all my own opinion at the end of the day, and it's completely cool if you guys disagree with what I say in the video. Don't hesitate though to drop a comment down below about the video, and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to updates about the channel. Both of those links can be found in the description down below. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoy. So starting things off, we have the Kanto region, home to Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon. We're going to be going over Jolteon first, who is the electric type evolution of Eevee. Now, Jolteon has the 2 abilities being Volt Absorb and Quick V. Volt Absorb obviously being, you know, in most situations the better ability, just because whenever, you know, an electric type does get used, you can just bring Jolteon in, absorb that electricity, get that HP back. It's a good time at the office. However, Jolteon is a very, very fast, hard-hitting special attacking Pokemon, has 65 HP in physical attack, 60 physical defense, 110 special attack, 95 special defense with 130 speed. Being a pure electric type as well means that it is only weak to ground. It's immune to electricity because of the Volt Absorb ability, and it obviously is resistant to flying and steel. But being a very, very fast special attacking Pokemon, Jolteon is usually blessed with having choice specs to hit really, really hard with like Thunderbolt and Shadow Balls and stuff like that. Of course, it's not the most bulky Pokemon out there with only 60 physical defense and 65 HP. It can't really take too many hits, and Earthquake pretty much sends this thing to the Shadow Realm. But Jolteon does what it does best, comes in, hits very, very hard with a Thunder or a Discharge or something like that, and then gets itself out of there. Not only that though, it does obviously learn quite a few good TM moves like Volt Switch, which is very, very nice for that Switch initiative. A lot of people do run Volt Switch on Jolteon, can come in, Volt Switch out with the choice specs, you know, Volt Switch, do some damage, and then get out of there. Obviously does get Shadow Ball as well. Doesn't get loads of TMs, but does get some nice ones that does help its move pool out. And then Move Tutor as well gets like Signal Beam, Hyper Voice, stuff like that. So not a bunch of obviously moves that this Pokemon can learn, but you know, it does learn a bunch of really, really good electric type attacks, and it can do a lot of damage. And yes, Jolteon is a very, very useful Pokemon. Like I say, very, very fast. It outspeeds most Pokemon with that 130 speed. Hits hard as well. Choice specs this thing. You're gonna be laughing. But yes, that is Jolteon. Coming up next, we have Flareon, who is the Fire-type evolution of Eevee, having the abilities Flash Fire and Guts. Obviously, Flash Fire works just like Volt Absorb, where obviously if a Fire-type move gets used, you bring in Flareon, like it just basically raises its power of its Fire-type moves by 50%, which is cool, so you're going to be doing a lot more damage. Also gets the hidden ability Guts as well, which is obviously very, very nice, because obviously when you are paralyzed or something like that, it basically just doubles, well not doubles, but like raises it by 50% your attack stat, which is very, very nice, because obviously Flareon does have that 130 physical attack stat. This isn't the fastest thing out there with 65 speed, but it's pretty bulky with that 110 special defense, 60 physical defense as well, so you don't want to be taking those, 65 HP as well. So Flareon's kind of like across the board, very, very risky Pokemon to use. That 130 physical attack stat with the Guts is very, very nice, because this thing hits very, very hard if you can get it through. Trick Room Team is probably where Flareon does the best. Obviously 65 speed isn't the greatest for a Trick Room Team, it's kind of fast for a Trick Room Team. Obviously if you have a negative speed nature, anything like that, you just put as least amount of speed IVs, your least amount of speed EVs into Flareon, you should be okay. But it does learn quite a few good moves from level up and through TMs and stuff like that, and through the egg moves and move moves, everything like that. It gets like Superpower, Iron Tail, gets Flare Blitz. Now Flare Blitz is definitely, you know, Flareon's secret weapon, because obviously with that 130 physical attack stat, Guts boosted, stab attack, you know, Flare Blitz does so much damage anyway. You're going to be doing so much whatever comes in. Obviously you do take that recoil damage, which isn't great for Flareon, because obviously it isn't the bulkiest Pokemon out there, so you want to be keeping as much HP alive on this Pokemon as you can. But it's a very, very good move, and you know, I'm liking Flareon. He isn't the best out there, but definitely does a lot of damage. So yeah, Flareon's pretty cool. Coming up next, we have Vaporeon, who is the water-type evolution of Eevee, rocking the Water Absorb and Hydration hidden abilities. Water Absorb, just like Water Absorb, gives you that HP back if you are hit by a water-type move. And obviously has Hydration as well, which basically cures yourself of any status conditions during rain. So pretty nice for a rain team, to be fair, if you're going to run Vaporeon. But Vaporeon is, of course, very, very bulky. Has 130 HP, has 60 physical defense with 95 special defense, but that's not too bad with 130 HP stat. We all know Vaporeon is a very, very bulky Pokemon. Has 110 special attack as well. Not the fastest Pokemon out with 65 speed, but that doesn't matter because Vaporeon is here to take hits, to tank hits, and deal some damage. It does get nice moves like Acid Armor and Muddy Water and stuff you can set up with this thing. Gets Curse, gets obviously Wish, Yawn, everything like that. So you can definitely set up with Vaporeon, do a lot of damage, and you can just keep hitting things with like your Icy Winds or your Signal Beams or your Surfs or your Hydro Pumps or Ice Beams, everything like that. Vaporeon is a very, very nice Pokemon. Vaporeon does what it does best, and like I say, I've not really got anything bad to say about it. Like I say, it's not insanely bulky on the physical side, but with that 130 HP, it's just a good day at the office for Vaporeon. And can we just say how beautiful does shiny Vaporeon look? I absolutely love this Pokemon shiny form. But as a whole, Vaporeon is a very, very nice bulky Pokemon, does what it does best, and yeah, not really got anything bad to say about it. Coming up next, we have Umbreon, the Dark-type Eeveelution. Now, if you thought Vaporeon was bulky, well, welcome to Umbreon's world, rocking 95 HP, 110 physical defense, and 130 special defense. Has 65 physical attack and speed with 60 special attack. But it doesn't even matter about the damage this thing outputs because the HP and the just sincere bulk of this Pokemon is ridiculous. If you ever went up against the Umbreon, you know how difficult it is to take down, especially when it is only weak to Bug, Fighting, and Fairy. Obviously, it is immune to Psychic, resist Ghost and Dark, but this Pokemon is super bulky, and not only that, it gets like very, very reliable recovery, and like Moonlight obviously gets Wish as well, gets Confuse Ray, gets Attack, gets Curse, gets Yawn, everything like that, because obviously all the Eeveelutions do get like Wish and Yawn and stuff like that, but when you're rocking that on a bulky Pokemon like Umbreon, it's ridiculous. This Pokemon even gets like Throat Chop and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. It gets Heal Bell, so if you want to be that, that support role, then Umbreon is the best Pokemon for that. And of course it does get Toxic, so this Pokemon is amazing for Toxic Stalling. It's not the best way to play compared to Pokemon, but if you want a Pokemon that's really good at it, Umbreon is your go-to guy because this Pokemon is ridiculously bulky and I absolutely love it. It's an amazing Pokemon. But yes, that is Umbreon. Coming up next, we have Espeon, the second Eeveelution from Johto, who is the Psychic-type Eeveelution. Now, Espeon has an amazing ability in Magic Bounce, which basically reflects status-changing moves such as Thunder Wave and Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that. Not only that, though, it also reflects Stealth Rocks and Sticky Web, which is very, very nice. So whenever you see an Espeon, you know it's going to have Magic Bounce. You know you're going to have to play around that if you are going to, want to set up hazards. You got Stealth Rocks in the back, you're like, uh-oh, do I set them up? Because if Espeon comes, you're like, oh, giving myself Stealth Rocks. Not great. But anyway, Espeon is a very, very fast, very, very hard-hitting special attacking Pokemon with 130 special attack with 110 speed. And if I'm not wrong, I think Espeon is the highest special attacking Pokemon in the whole of Johto, barring Legendary. So, you're going to be hitting hard if you've got that title to your name. But Espeon has amazing moves like Psychic and Shadow Ball and Morning Sun for that recovery. Gets Egg moves as well, like I say, Wish and Curse and everything like that, because obviously every Eeveelution does get that. Gets Dazzling Gleam. So, it does get quite a few nice moves. It does get, obviously, Zen Headbutt and Magic Room and Magic Coat and Signal Beam and everything like that. But its main moves are obviously Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, Psybeam, Psyshock, everything like that. It does obviously get the screens as well, but Espeon, they don't get loads of moves, the Eeveelutions, but what they do get, they use very, very well, and Espeon is a very, very quick special attacking Pokemon. But yeah, not really got anything bad to say about Espeon, and yeah, that's Espeon. Coming up next, we have Leafeon, who is of course from the Sinnoh region. Now, Leafeon is the Grass-type Eeveelution with the abilities Leaf Guard and Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is very, very nice for Leafeon because it doubles the ability bearer speed in Bright Sunshine. So it's very, very good on a Sun team. Has 95 speed, so yeah, once that's doubled with Chlorophyll, you're going to be outspeeding literally, yeah, pretty much everything in the competitive scene. And obviously has 110 physical attack, 130 physical defense, so it can take a hit. Hits very, very hard as well with like Leaf Blade and stuff. And when you're outspeeding everything, that's the least of your worries, because you're going to get hit in no matter what. And like I say, its special attack is pretty poor, so it does get like Giga Drain and stuff, but with 60 special attack, you're not really going to be using that. You're going to be using physical attacking grass type moves like Leaf Blade and X's. I know that's bug type, but as many physical moves as you can get on Leafeon, just abuse it with it. It gets knockoff, which is very nice. It gets Seed Bomb. It does get quite a few nice moves. It also gets Synthesis as well, so with that in the sunlight, even more HP back. Very, very good day at the office for Leafeon. And Leafeon is a good Pokemon, and I like it a lot, and it's very, very good on Sun Team. So yeah, props to Leafeon. Coming up next, we have the second Sinnoh Eeveelution being Glaceon. Glaceon is the Ice-type Eeveelution with the ability Snow Cloak and Ice Body. Not the greatest abilities out there, but Glaceon is a very hard-hitting special attacking Pokemon with 130 special attack, 95 special defense, and 110 physical defense. So it's very bulky, also hits very hard as well. It obviously is an Ice-type, meaning that it is weak to Fire, Fighting, Rock, and Steel, and it's only resistant to Ice. But you know, having that very nice bulk and the really high special attack stat, very nice for Glaceon, especially when it gives moves like Ice Beam and Blizzard and Frost Breath. Gets Aurora Veil as well, which is obviously very nice. Don't know what Aurora Veil does. Basically halves damage from physical and special attack moves for 5 turns, so that's very nice. It's basically getting Light Screen and Reflect Up in 1 turn, and that really helped out Glaceon when Aurora Veil was released, because obviously Alolan Ninetales gets it. Obviously Aurora Veil is very nice, but obviously it'll just get moves such as Yawn and, you know, Wish, everything like that, as we all know. It even gets Water Pulse as well through Move Tutor, but like I say, it doesn't get a bunch of really nice moves, but it still gets enough to like hit hard and do a lot of damage with its 130 special attack stat. But yeah, Glaceon, it might not have the best typing, but it has a lot of bulk, hits very hard, isn't the fastest Pokemon, only has 65 HP as well, 65 speed, but you don't really need speed when you're taking that many hits, and again, could be used on a Trick Room team. You're not really too sure how to use it, use it on a Trick Room team. Why not? See how it goes. But that is Glaceon. Finishing things off though with the last Eeveelution today as I'm making this video is Sylveon, the Fairy type Eeveelution introduced in Generation 6 on its own. Sylveon is an amazing Pokemon. It has 110 special attack, 130 special defense with 95 HP, has 65 physical defense, 60 speed, not the fastest Pokemon out there, doesn't have the best bulk on the physical side, but of course it is a Fairy type Pokemon, so it is only weak to Poison and Steel, resists Fighting, Dark, Bug, and it is of course immune to Dragon. But what makes Sylveon so good is its hidden ability Pixelate, which basically causes all normal type attacking moves used by the ability Bearer to become Fairy type, and obviously Fairy Pokemon will be getting Stab off the Fairy type move, and since this Pokemon gets Hyper Voice, that gets changed to a Fairy type move, so you're hitting something with Hyper Voice, which already is a very good move in itself, but then once you just add that extra Stab on, Hyper Voice does so much damage, as well as that it does get like Moonblast and stuff, but I'm not really sure why I'd use that over, you know, Hyper Voice, because it just does so much more damage. Not only that, it does get like Wish and stuff for that recovery, for that, it's just such a good Pokemon. Obviously gets Shadow Ball, gets Psyshock, and we just all know how good Sylveon is if you've ever gone up against one. It's a very clutch Pokemon, very bulky, hits very hard, Pixelate is so clutch, and yeah, Sylveon is a very good, you know, Eeveelution, a very good Pokemon in general in the competitive scene. With all that being said though, the strongest Eeveelution in my opinion, I think has to be Sylveon, because not only is it bulky as hell, it also hits very hard with that Pixelate, you know, Hyper Voice boosted move, and I think that's what really just awards Sylveon the best Eeveelution in my opinion. Jolteon, very fast, hits very hard, it's not the bulkiest Pokemon out there. Flareon, very slow. Vaporeon is very nice to be fair, just, you know, it hits hard as well. Vaporeon is a good Pokemon. Umbreon, very bulky, just doesn't hit super hard. Espeon, very nice, very fast, has an amazing ability in Magic Bounce, but of course gets hit pretty hard and, you know, doesn't have the best bulk. Leafeon, very nice, it hits hard. Glaceon, very nice, a lot of bulk there, but Sylveon for me has the best of both worlds. Bulky, hits hard, has to be the best Eeveelution in my opinion. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please do leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I do have a couple other videos coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you do have the time, and also subscribe if you do enjoy my content. I do daily Pokemon videos on this channel, as well as daily shiny hunting live streams as well. That is everything from me though guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and until next time guys, peace.